Do you think the Amazon River or the Nile River are the most dangerous waters on the planet? Think again. Today we're embarking on a journey to explore rivers that are 100 times more terrifying than the Amazon. From a boiling river hot enough to cook any creature, to waters teeming with giant monsters, or even a river that was once China's pride but turned out to be a disaster. Without further ado, let's dive into the journey to explore the 9 most dangerous rivers on Earth. Congo River. The Congo River is the deepest river in the world, named after the Republic of the Congo in Central Africa. Its deepest point reaches approximately 220 meters, which is about 20 meters deeper than the second deepest river, the Yangtze in China. With a length of 4,690 kilometers, the Congo River ranks 9th in the world and is the second longest river in Africa, only behind the Nile. Its water flow reaches 41,800 cubic meters per second, second only to the Amazon River. Not only is it famous for its immense depth, but the Congo River also features a 120-kilometer-long gorge known as the Gate of Hell. The treacherous, fierce rapids make it extremely difficult for even the most skilled paddlers to navigate. However, what's truly frightening lies beneath the surface: the formidable aquatic creatures. Among them, the Goliath tigerfish is one of the most dangerous predators in Africa. This fish can grow up to 2 meters long, weighing 70 kilograms, and has a jaw with 32 razor-sharp teeth, each 2.5 centimeters long, capable of inflicting damage similar to sharks or crocodiles. It can strike at speeds of up to 48 kilometers per hour, easily evading the deadly bite of a crocodile, and countering with deep, tearing bites that rip large chunks of flesh from its opponent. The Goliath tigerfish can even tear apart a 30-kilogram catfish with a single bite. What's even more terrifying is that they can attack humans. Catching a Congo tigerfish is considered a pinnacle achievement in the angling community, often regarded as a high-level certificate for anglers. However, it's not an easy feat, as their powerful movements can break even regular fishing rods. Professional anglers must use exceptionally sturdy hooks to catch the fish and reel it in. If you go fishing in the Congo River and encounter a half-eaten fish floating with jagged bite marks, it's likely the result of a Goliath tigerfish attack. They often bite their prey in half and leave the remaining part for other creatures to enjoy. But the Goliath tigerfish is not the only danger in this river. If you're sitting on a boat, sipping a cup of coffee and enjoying the serenity of the Congo River, be careful. An uninvited guest might pay a visit: the hippopotamus. Don't let their sluggish, plump appearance fool you, because underwater, they glide smoothly like a submarine. A fully grown hippopotamus can run at speeds of up to 48 kilometers per hour, and when you see it chasing a speedboat, you'll understand why they're not to be underestimated. A hippopotamus can spend up to 16 hours a day underwater, and while it's unclear if they swim faster than Olympic swimmers like Michael Phelps, what is certain is that they kill between 500 and 3,000 people each year in Africa. Besides the ferocious creatures, the Congo River also holds strange mysteries. The Ruki River branch has recently been named the world's darkest river, surpassing the Rio Negro in the Amazon. The water is so black and polluted that when you dip your hand into it, it feels like you're stepping into a scene from a post-apocalyptic movie. Finally, we cannot overlook the legend of the giant monster of the Congo River, Mokele Mbembe. Many believe that it is a descendant of the long-necked dinosaurs, still hiding beneath the river's surface. Karl Hagenbeck, a famous German monster hunter, once claimed that he had seen this mysterious creature with his own eyes. Whether true or not, just this much is enough to send chills down the spine of anyone who mentions the Congo River. Don't take your eyes off the screen. The next river's water monster is far more terrifying and carnivorous. Cannibal monster on the Kali River. Dear friends, the story of man-eating fish in the Kali River may sound unbelievable, but it is entirely plausible. The Kali River lies on the border between India and Nepal, and from 1998 to 2007 there were continuous rumors about a mysterious monster lurking beneath its waters. Locals claimed that this creature was extremely voracious and willing to attack people bathing in the river, leading to a series of mysterious disappearances. The first attack occurred in 1998, when a 17-year-old boy named Dil Bahadur was swimming in the river and was suddenly dragged underwater right in front of his girlfriend and many others. His body was never found. Similar incidents continued to occur. 3 months later, another boy was also pulled underwater and vanished right before his father's eyes. The father described the attacker as looking like a very long pig. In 2007, an 18-year-old Nepalese youth was again dragged underwater and never returned. Hearing 100 times is not as good as seeing once, said biologist Jeremy Wade, famous for the television series River Monsters. He decided to come to the river to investigate. After setting up nets, he managed to catch a massive catfish, measuring 183 centimeters in length and weighing up to 73 kilograms. It was the giant goonch catfish. The Indian goonch catfish is one of the largest and most aggressive freshwater fish in the world. This species often inhabits river sections where human bodies are discarded after cremation rituals. When they detect prey, they suddenly lunge from underwater, bite down tightly, and drag their victim to the riverbed. With their sharp teeth, they lock their jaws and refuse to let go. Unlike the Goliath tigerfish, the goonch catfish is an omnivore to the extent that it does not leave even a single bone behind. Due to frequently consuming body parts left over from cremation ceremonies, some individuals of this species gradually developed a taste for human flesh. This is believed to be the reason behind the attacks, targeting not only the dead but also the living. Orinoco Crocodile. The Orinoco River, with a length of approximately 2,140 kilometers, is one of the longest rivers in South America. Along this river, the Orinoco Crocodile, also known as the North American crocodile, is one of the rarest crocodile species on the planet and is on the brink of extinction. However, rarity does not mean harmlessness. The Orinoco crocodile is an extremely dangerous animal, found only in Colombia and Venezuela. It can reach a weight of about 380 kilograms and a length of over 4 meters. When fully grown, the Orinoco crocodile is the third largest crocodile species on Earth. With its massive body and superior strength, it preys on gigantic animals such as buffalo, livestock, anacondas, and occasionally even humans. Aside from crocodiles, the Orinoco River is also home to the piranha. This fish possesses razor-sharp teeth and the strongest bite force in the animal kingdom, allowing it to take down prey many times its size. A young stork that missteps and falls into the water instantly becomes a feast for a school of piranhas, vanishing in mere seconds. You can probably guess what happened next, right? Finally, we cannot forget about the electric eel. While we often hear about electric eels in the Amazon River, in reality, the Orinoco Basin is also home to this species. With an electric discharge of up to 850 volts, an electric eel can instantly kill its prey, is capable of taking down a crocodile, and can even incapacitate a human. Losing consciousness due to an electric shock while underwater is an incredibly dangerous situation. Beyond these terrifying creatures, the Orinoco River holds another threat: widespread flooding that occurs year-round. Combined with fast-flowing, treacherous rapids that are difficult to navigate, this area is one of the most perilous places for those living near the Orinoco River's borders. Yangtze River. In India, there is also an extremely dangerous river. Do you immediately think of the Ganges? This is the longest river in India, stretching 2,510 kilometers, and it is also the most sacred river, revered by over 1 billion Hindu devotees. It is the lifeline of approximately 600 million people. But at the same time, it is also one of the most polluted rivers in the world. Each year, the Ganges discharges about 600,000 tons of waste. Every day, more than 500 million liters of industrial wastewater are poured into this river. But that is not even the worst part. Can you imagine? As many as 600 corpses float on the Ganges. Many families cannot afford to buy wood for cremation or arrange funeral rites, as the cost of a funeral here reaches 7,000 rupees, equivalent to about 12.2 Japanese yen. As a result, they have no choice but to submerge the bodies in the river or bury them shallowly in makeshift graves along the riverbank. Looking back at the past, the Ganges was once famous for its self-cleaning ability. Many studies have shown that the river's water has a high dissolved oxygen retention rate, which helps eliminate bacteria. In Hindu beliefs, the Ganges is thought to be a flow that connects 3 worlds: heaven, earth, and the underworld. Every day, about 2 million people come here to perform bathing rituals, believing that this sacred water can cleanse their souls of past sins. Yellow River. Do you know a river that is both the pride of China and also causes horrific disasters? That is the Yellow River. The Yellow River is the second longest river in China and the sixth longest in the world, with a length of 5,464 kilometers. It is known as the Mother River of China because of its rich sediment, irrigation capacity covering nearly 1 million square kilometers, and its ability to supply water to more than 60 cities. However, the Yellow River is also called the Sorrow of China due to its devastating floods. The river has changed its course at least 26 times, breached its banks more than 1,600 times, and has caused countless natural disasters. Not only that, the Yellow River is one of the most polluted rivers in the world. The water is so contaminated that it cannot be used for irrigation. Every year, the river receives more than 4 billion tons of domestic wastewater, accounting for about 1/10 of the total water in the river. Analysis results show that the cadmium content in the water exceeds national standards by 2,200 times, while the mercury levels are 2,000 times higher. Even the river's characteristic yellow color has turned to reddish purple. Among the 20,000 petrochemical plants across China, as many as 4,000 are located along the Yellow River, contributing to the extinction of 1/3 of the fish species in the river. Not stopping there, the water level of the Yellow River is plummeting. From an average of 40 billion cubic meters per year for over 500 years, this number has now dropped to about 20 billion cubic meters. The Yellow River is also associated with eerie spiritual stories. According to legend, those who retrieve bodies from the river must be knowledgeable in astrology, the 5 elements, and follow strict rules, such as never retrieving a body more than 3 times, and never retrieving a body that is floating upright. Because if you violate these rules, terrifying spiritual forces will come after you. The River of Blood. The Rio Tinto River in Spain is one of the strangest rivers in the world, with a blood-red color and characteristics unlike anywhere else. From a distance, it looks no different from a stream flowing on Mars. It is also one of the most polluted rivers in the world, filled with a toxic mix of heavy metals and acid waste. Around 3000 BC, the area around the river was mined for gold, silver, copper, and many other valuable minerals. As a result, the river flows with a brilliant red hue, stretching over 100 kilometers before emptying into the Bay of Cadiz. The water of the river is highly acidic, to the point that no fish or shrimp can survive in it. Only a few types of special bacteria and algae have adapted to the conditions, and their presence also contributes to the increased concentration of heavy metals in the water. In addition to the harsh reality, the Rio Tinto is also associated with many mystical stories. Some believe that the town of Nerva has been cursed, angering the gods, while other legends tell of a dragon falling here after a battle to protect the town. Regardless of the truth, the strange river continues to be a fascinating mystery of the world. The hottest river in the world. If you're wondering which river has water boiling at nearly 100 degrees Celsius, the answer is the Chane-Tempishka River deep in the Amazon rainforest, Peru. This river is about 25 meters wide, 6 meters deep, but only stretches around 6.4 kilometers. The water temperature ranges from 50 to 90, with some sections reaching 100 degrees. Enough to cause third-degree burns, or even cook any creature unfortunate enough to fall in. Many wild animals are unaware of this danger. When they accidentally fall in or try to swim across, they are instantly cooked alive. This has sparked a major debate. As you might know, to boil such a vast river, you would typically need a huge geothermal source, like a volcano. However, strangely enough, the nearest volcano is 600 kilometers away. Scientists hypothesize that the hot water could be coming from geothermal sources along underground fault lines. However, according to the local belief, this boiling water is the result of the giant serpent god Yakumama spitting it out, symbolized by a rock shaped like a serpent's head upstream. If you want to visit, be prepared. The area around the river is always damp, you'll need to hike long distances, be vulnerable to insect attacks, the air is thin, and there's no cell phone signal or internet connection. If the Chane-Tempishka River can boil you alive, its cousin, Lake Kivu, is a time bomb full of flammable CO2 and methane gas. Sometimes this lake even bursts into flames without any external intervention. Occasionally, people find dead animals along the shore due to suffocation, a truly terrifying phenomenon. The next river will make you shiver because of its level of pollution, but before we continue the video, don't forget to like the video and hit the subscribe button. We'll keep creating more interesting videos for you. Thank you. The Citarum River is flooded with trash. The Citarum River in Indonesia is a river on the island of Java, one of the largest islands in the country. The Citarum River plays an important role in the lives of the residents on the island. The river water is used for agriculture and provides water for daily use. It is also the most important waterway in the province. However, there is a major issue. This is the most polluted river in the world. In this photo, you can see that without the boat, the surface of the water would be completely covered by a thick layer of trash, with no exposure to the air. The trash covers the river like a giant carpet, making the river look more like a landfill than a water source. A huge amount of money has been invested to clean the river, but the amount of trash has not decreased. While efforts are made to remove the trash from the water, the amount of trash doubles. Therefore, if you have the chance to visit this area, we advise you not to swim, not to drink the river water, and even to avoid going near this river within a few meters. Yangtze River. Sometimes the danger of a river does not lie in its waters, but in what happens when the water rises and overflows its banks. I am referring to the horrific floods, and when it comes to flooding, few rivers can cause the level of devastation as the Yangtze River. With a length of about 6,400 kilometers, the Yangtze is not only the longest river in Asia but also the third longest in the world. It flows through vast areas, forming a natural boundary between northern and southern China before emptying into the East China Sea. Many major cities, such as Chongqing, Wuhan, and Shanghai, are located along this river. Over the years, the Yangtze has been severely polluted, and although this situation is concerning, the greater threat remains the risk of flooding, which affects millions of residents. To control flooding, China built the Three Gorges Dam, the largest hydroelectric project in the world. However, in the past, the country has suffered from several historic floods. One of them was the 1931 flood, which claimed the lives of about 2 million people. Another disaster occurred in 1998, causing severe damage with total losses amounting to over $20 billion USD, destroying homes and agricultural land over a wide area. The main cause was excessive rainfall, which led to severe flooding in the riverbanks. With a history of flooding stretching over many centuries, the Yangtze River remains a looming threat, and many people are concerned that it could continue to cause similar disasters in the future. So, we have explored the most dangerous rivers in the world together. But don't forget, not every river is as gentle as you might think. Thank you for watching the video until the end. If you found it interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe to continue exploring fascinating and unexpected things with us in the next videos. See you again in the upcoming journeys.